we move to the topic number 3. It is on statistics, classifying study types. Now let's first see what are the different study types. It can be a survey, experiment, observational study. A survey is basically by questionnaire. You might have done this before. Someone might give you a form to fill some questions. Or if you go to feedback form, you have to click yes, there's that, filling a survey. Very simple. Experiment is something you do in a lab. Imagine you go to physics lab, you do something in lab. Or experiment can be done where you interact or you do something to one group of people and check with the other group. Experimental group, control group. Here, observational study, you just observe. Now, for example, a group of people are watching movies. And now two researchers are sitting at the end and watching the behavior of all movie. They're just observing. They're not doing anything. Okay, observed without being affected by the study. Let us see now a few situations. Here you have music. So a record label wants to test 3 designs for the album cover. They randomly select 15 teenagers, 15 students, teen students of local high school to view the covers. Now these are music CDs, albums. Now they want to test these 3, so 50 students are taken and they want to observe their reaction. Now what is this? It is not a survey, not an experiment. They want to just observe, record their reaction. That's it, recording reaction, looking and watching, observing. So this is an observational study. The sample is the people who are selected for this. They are the 50 teenagers selected. And what is the population? All those who are about to buy this are the potential population. Population is all the possible people. Okay, but only 15 teenagers are selected out of all the population. That's it. Main thing is this is observational study. Now here a city council wants to start a recycling program. They send 20 questionnaire. Class, if you see a questionnaire, it is a sample. 200 random citizens asking what items they would recycle. This is survey. Whoever got the questionnaire is the sample. 200 random citizen, 200 people. All the citizens of the city are the population. Among all, now imagine from Sharjah, 200 people are randomly selected, any 200. So the entire Sharjah, so SHJ, so only 200 are selected. That is the sample. 200 are selected, one small part. Okay, 200. But the entire Sharjah was the potential population. So 200 were selected are sample. The entire Sharjah is the population. This is a survey. So this is the thing. Here you have to do this. A grocery store conducts an online study in which customers are randomly selected and asked to provide feedback. Giving feedback, filling questionnaire. It's a survey. Now, what is the sample? All the customer that is taking online survey, whoever is taking the survey, are the customers that are randomly selected are the sample, and population is all the customers who come to the shop. Sample is who got that survey, who have selected it, whereas all customers are the population. A research group randomly selects 80 college students, half of whom took a physics course in high school, and compares their grade in college physics course. Now look over here. Are they doing an experiment? No, they are just compare. They are just seeing the marks of different college students. It's observation. Now, which subject are they? 80 college students who took a physics course. So whoever took a physics course are sample, whereas population is all the college of the students. So all college students were considered for population, but only physics course students were selected for the observational study. Here we have a research group randomly chooses 100 people to participate in a study, determine whether eating blueberries reduces the risk of heart disease. Now look over here. Whether eating blueberries, eating is something that you're doing, right? It is not just looking at them. Some people are eating blueberries, some are not. A research group randomly chooses 100 people to participate in a study to determine whether eating blueberries, this is an experiment. All the adults participating in the study are sample, whereas all adults are the sample population. Same way, a television network mails a questionnaire. Now, whenever questionnaire comes, it's a survey. Whoever receives that is the question, is the sample, and all the viewers of the television network are the population. So these are the three things. What type of a study? Is it a survey, experiment, or observation? What is the sample and the population? Very simple. Just by reading the problem, you will know this. Now here, 14 and 17, again the same thing. You can do this by yourselves. Now we should just tell whether it's a survey or what is it, and you should tell the reasoning. A fashion magazine pulls 100 top people of US to determine whether they are more likely to buy subscription if given a free issue. Pull 100 people, sorry, 100 people, that's it. Randomly 100 people are selected for this. They determine whether they would see. Now this is a survey. Why? Because this is again data obtained by them, like what they are telling you. That is like a survey, what, like a filling a questionnaire, what they want to tell, or whether they want yes or no. That is the reason. See, that data obtained is opinion, that's why it's a survey. Whereas if it was an experiment, they were supposed to do something. If it was observation, you're comparing. No, this is just telling some answers. That's it, right? A travel agency randomly calls 250 US citizens and asks them what is their favorite vacation destination. Again, it's a survey. You call in a telephone and tell whether you liked our service, this, that. It's a survey. Okay, like you might receive from the telecoms or someone, do you like our subscription, do you like this offer, blah blah blah. That is all survey. Okay, the data obtained is opinions. So over here, Ibrahim wants to examine the eating habits of hundreds random students to lunch and see how many students eat in cafeteria. Look, Ibrahim is just observing the students, 100 random students at lunch, whoever is having lunch or who is having in cafeteria. He's not giving them anything to eat or something. He's just observing. That's it. That is observational study. The last problem, an engineer is planning to test 50 metal samples to determine whether new titanium alloy has a higher strength than a different alloy. Now, you're finding which alloy is a mixture of materials, is stronger in strength, which is strong, which is weak. Very important. You need to do experiment in this. You just can't observe, okay, this is strong. You're basically involving, you're touching that metal, you're changing it. That's the thing. So therefore metal samples will need to be tested, which means the sample will be affected by the study, hence experiment. That is the end of the topic number 3.